Okay, talking about integers. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites. Whole numbers and their opposites. So let's go ahead and on the number line, let's put some numbers in there. Now these numbers right here, and continues, these are whole numbers. On the other side, these are their opposites. And together, these are integers. Notice that they are not numbers in between. They're only the numbers that you basically can count on and the negative numbers. So think of numbers that you can count on your fingers and the opposite of those. Okay, let's skip this part right now. Let's go on down here. And we're going to write down some integers. What are integers and what are non-integers or not integers? Now I have a list of numbers here. Some of these are integers and some of them are not integers. Let's start with these blue ones right here. What about negative 8.5? Is that an integer? No, no, it's not. Negative 8.5 is not an integer. Why is it not an integer? Because it has a decimal. But negative 8, that's an integer. So these two are out. Let's take a look at the next. Let's try these two right here. 13 and 13 and a quarter. 13, that is an integer. But 13 and a quarter, no, that's not an integer. Why? Because it has a fraction. It is a fraction. So those two are out. So what about the next ones? They both are fractions, right? Excuse me. They're both fractions. But it turns out this is not an integer. 20 over 5. And the reason why is because if you divide this, 5 goes into 20, 4. The value is 4. That is an integer. This comes out to 4. But the other one, 21 over 5, five goes into 21 4 times with 1 left over. See that? That is a fraction. It's a mixed number. This is not an integer. So how do we define then integers? Let's move up here. It's not fractions. It's not fractions or decimal values. In other words, it can't be a fraction or a decimal. And notice on this one, yeah, it's a fraction, but it's not a fraction value. It divides out to 4, an integer. This one, no. Okay, so hopefully that's clear now. You know what integers are and are not.